Hey there guys, Samidian here and welcome to Galactic Civilizations 3. This is a strategy game that recently came out on Steam. I've been having a ton of fun with it. Today I'm going to do a quick little showing off of the custom race designer, which is one of my favorite parts of the game that I've seen so far. It's amazing how much stuff you can do here. You can use your own images and shit for the foreground and background, but it all needs to be a specific resolution. So I'm not going to bother doing that. Seems like it would be a lot of work to do what I want to do with custom stuff like that. So what I'm trying to do here is recreate the Jahns. And if you don't know what the Jahns are, I would check out a link in the description to Vinesauce's Tomodachi Life series. Basically, they're an alien race that wants to assimilate all of mankind. So yeah, this is going to be very reference-filled. If you have no idea what the hell Vinesauce or Jahns are, this is not going to make too much sense, but that's fine. So this is Vlini, the leader of the Jahns, takes Terran form to trick them into letting down their guard. So this is Vlini, the leader of the Jahns. When he's not encased in pure cold, his true form is revealed. And this is his true form, I promise. So the race, the Jahn Collective, short name, Jahn. Let's see, ship call sign, J-A-N, Jahn. Logo. Haven't actually looked through here yet. Is there anything that looks like a J? Not really. That's a pretty cool one. So is this. Let's go with this one. Homeworld's name. Jahn. And star system, you can't change the name of the star system. This is basically what kind of world your homeworld is going to be. I'm going to go with the ARB system, since it's randomized. Faction description. The Jahns want to assimilate everything. Everything. And then this customizes their startup screen, which is basically more detail about the race. What is the race's slogan? Assimilate. Describe the race in more detail. Let's see. I have to delete this all with backspace. You can't, like, select it all. Which is a bit of a pain, but what are you gonna do? The game's not perfect. It's really good, but it's not perfect. Let's see. Describe the race in more detail. The Jahns are a collective of similar-looking beings led by Vlini the Cruel and Captain Jahn the Warrior. Their mission is to transform all of humanity into Jahn. All shall be Jahn. All shall assimilate. Resistance is futile. Strengths and weaknesses. I'll come back to this after I pick their traits. So I'm not trying to make a superly overpowered race or anything. I want things that would make sense for what the Jahns are and could be. First thing I'm going to pick is synthetic, because as is canon, the Jahns are mass-produced in factories, and What other ability makes sense? Patriotic? Prolific? Paranoid? That kind of makes sense. Free drones defend planets, star yards, and ship bases. Or shipyards and star bases, whoops. Paranoid kind of makes sense. And if you have no idea what any of this crap does, synthetic disables food and natural growth. Instead, you produce citizens by building them on your planets. And paranoid gives you free drones to defend them. And all this crap, productive, affects how your stuff is improved and how you can build things. So most of these have 2 pluses and 2 minuses, with the first one usually being slightly better than the second one, because this gives you 15, this gives you 25, this one's only 10, well this one's 15. I don't think I would say the Jahns are very productive. Clever affects research, which is how quickly technologies are learned. I don't think that matters for the Jahns. Influential affects how your borders expand and how quickly your influence spreads throughout the galaxy. I think the Jahns would like this one because all must be Jahn. All shall be Jahn. All shall be consumed by Jahn. Economical affects your income. Don't think that matters. Content is how your citizens view you. The Jahns do not have opinions. I don't think that matters. Fertile. How quickly your planet's population grows. When you pick synthetic, this does literally nothing. So I think going completely infertile makes sense. They're crafted. They don't reproduce. This is a little cheesy, now that I think of it from a gameplay perspective, because this does literally nothing, I don't think. Unless this affects the assembly projects. It might. I don't think it does, though. Whatever. Handy affects the maintenance on all your shit, your ships, your buildings, stuff like that. They all cost money per turn to maintain. This lowers that or raises it. I'd say the Jahns are pretty handy. Dense affects how much stuff your ships can carry. Basically every system that you can put onto a ship has a certain mass to it, and the capacity means you can put more stuff on your ships, or less stuff on your ships. Don't think that matters. Militant is how fast your shipyards produce ships. I'd say the Jahns are extremely militant. Look at that. Popular affects tourism income. Don't think that matters too much. Traders affects trade route value. Again, don't think that matters. Farmers affects your maximum population. So say your food is 5, that means your max population is also 5 on that planet. Again, completely useless for synthetics. Brutal affects soldiering, which modifies how well your planetary invasions go. Seem pretty brutal to me. Courageous affects their ability to resist invasions, so it's like the defense, where soldiering is the offense. I don't think that matters. Tough affects the hit points of your ships. Accurate affects the damage of your ships. Agile affects the defense of your ships. Resilient affects the repair of your ships. Adventuresome affects how far away from your bases that your ships can go. Likeable affects how other races like you. Observe and sensor range, fast movement speed, organized logistics. And logistics is how many ships you can fit into a fleet. They don't really have any downsides here. I think I should give them some downsides, other than the fertile and farmers. I want them to be not really overpowered. They wouldn't be very popular or likable because they're trying to assimilate all of humanity. I guess those can be the downsides, which gives me 2 more trait points. so I can give them a couple of pluses. Let's give them some of these. Some military-based ones. Okay, appearance. This affects the interface colors. Let's go with the iridium. Map theme... blue? Pink? Orange red? Cornflower blue? What the fuck kind of color is that? Let's go with deep pink for the lulz. And this is ship style. You can basically choose the style, the colors, etc. Materials. You can do a lot of things to this. There's also a randomize button, which I'm going to use a few times until I see something I like. Ooh. That's kind of nice. That is impossible to see. Holy crap. I kind of like it, though. Wow, that's pretty amazing. It's so hard to see, though. I kind of like that. The blues look nice. I like the textures. Okay, let's go with this. Drengen ship style, Artallerian colors, Surface 12, Surface 10, and Iconian steel, Material 1. And then personality, tech tree. This basically shows what tech tree you get. And technologies in the game, you have to research some to research further ones. And unfortunately, because I chose synthetic, I'm pretty much forced to go with this one, the Your Tech tree. Because it's the only one that has bonuses for synthetics. And if you don't take those bonuses, I think your population is capped at 4. Or something really stupidly low like that. So yeah, you definitely need the Your Tech tree. And everything below the tech tree is basically how the AI behaves when they are using the race. So let's go with Malevolent. Aggressive, Cruel, Expansionist. Cultural. Xenophobic? They want all the things to beat Jahn, so that means fuck everyone else, so xenophobic makes sense. Priorities. Influence should be number 1, all must be Jahn. Then military and expansion are probably close behind. Probably military, then expansion. Then tech. Diplomacy should be all the way at the bottom. Fuck everyone else. All must be Jahn. Tech, logistics. Yeah, that works. And now, let's go back to strengths and weaknesses. The Jahns are a very expansionist and aggressive race, but they are not very well liked by their peers. That is not how you spell peers. That is how you spell the other type of peers. Alright. So I think that's it. We finished the Jahns with their leader Vlini. I think I did a pretty decent job of the Jahns. I wanted to use a picture of Jahn from his Tamagotchi life, but the resolution of the image has to be 1080p, so I would have to upscale it and then crop it and shit like that, and that does not seem like it would be a good idea, because I suck at everything. So yeah, save the race. The Jahns are complete. This is the other race I made. They're not funny. So yeah, that's going to do it. Maybe I will do a series where I play as the Jahns. I haven't entirely decided yet. I just wanted to show off this game and the race creator, because I think it's really, really cool. Like, extremely cool. This is some of the most fun I've had just messing around before playing a game in a long time. This is like creating a character in Skyrim. Who cares if you're never going to see 90% of what you've just done? It's still so cool. So cool. Anyway, that's going to do it. Thanks for watching. Bye.